Hey YouTube, it's me, Natural Beauty. I was just coming to you guys to show you my finger detangling method. This is what I do before I actually get in and shampoo my hair and everything. And I got this from the Chikuro Grow It book. So I wanted to show you guys how I do this. So I already have my hair sectioned off. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, about 10 braids all over my head. So I'm going to start in the back and unbraid. I hate that when like one strand of hair wraps around the braid. There we go. Piece of shed hair still attached to it. Hold on one second. Okay, so I had to go get some clamps to keep my hair out of the way. So this is the section I'm going to be working on right here. And I have me some olive oil. I just bought this from I think it was Martin's. I think that's where I got it from. You can get olive oil from anywhere. Doesn't have to be specific anymore. I just use a very little bit. That's good. It's a very, I don't know if you can see, it's a very little bit. Put it on my hands. I'm going to run it through really good. Just to give my hair a little bit of slip. And put it on my ends really good. And I know in the book it says always do your hair in a downward motion. That kind of faces your cuticles in a downward motion, which also helps smooth things out. So I'm just going to show you how I do this. Now, I'm still actually learning myself, trying to learn this method. Okay. So then after that, I just kind of go through each section, try to separate anything that I think could be like a major knot. And I also show you how much hair I lose out of this section. And I mean, I'm not really worried about hair loss right now. I think my hair is doing pretty okay. I think I know what my normal amount of, loss is. Then if you get to a tangle, like this is a little tangle, you take that tangle right there and you kind of smooth it a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Then work your way back up smoother. And then it separates. It usually works pretty good. It takes time, so I always wait until I actually feel like doing it before I attempt to do my hair. That's my heat coming on. It's rainy and stuff outside. Then I take another section out of this one. Right here. Do those ends a little bit. And I'm not pulling my hair, I'm just smoothing my hair. It doesn't make my scalp tender or anything, as opposed to when I used to detangle with the comb, my scalp would get so tender at the end. And I also think that was partially my fault for not being gentle enough. But also when you just go in directly with the comb, you never know what snags you're gonna hit, and then not only that, when you do hit a snag, it's more likely to pull the hair out as opposed to try to separate the tangle, So I kind of grown on the finger combing has kind of grown on me a little bit. At first I didn't like it very much. But once I read the book and it explains why it was kind of necessary for naturals, especially natural kinky hair. It was kind of necessary to go ahead and try to get that method down. Now this is pretty much finger comb, not hitting many snags. Now I don't do it to the point that I can actually run my fingers through because this isn't a complete detangling, but it's just to get most of the major knots out. Some hair. I'm going to show you guys how much it is all together when I finish. Try and get off my finger. Okay. So that's pretty much done. Let me get this section done. In the back usually isn't the problem for me. The problem is my middle. Right up here, in this part of my head, is the huge problem. That is the problem area. Oh, it kills me. So that's why I always try to wait until I actually feel like doing my hair. Because I don't want to attempt to do it when I don't feel like it. Then I try to rush through it and hurry up and get done and blah, blah, blah. Y'all know that story. I just want to wait until I feel like it, and then I can take my time and do it the right way. I'm pretty happy with my growth too. Like, it's grown so much since I did my big chop. And it's been a year now, and August, September, October, November, December, January. A year and 5 months. And I'm pretty happy with my growth. I think it's grown the normal about a ½ inch a month. And right now during the winter months here in Richmond, it's kind of cold, so I usually, even when I go to work and things like that, I wear hats to work and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of protective styling, and just a lot of protective styling, leaving my hair alone. Y'all gonna be so mad at me when I tell y'all how much alone I'll leave my hair. This is 3 weeks non-washed. I know y'all gotta fuss at me and play, what? 3 weeks? 3 weeks? Yeah, 3 weeks. But like I said, I'd rather wait until I actually feel like doing it than trying to rush through it and do a halfway job. Like right now, I don't mind taking this time out to do my hair, as opposed to trying to hurry up and do it because my week is up and I gotta shampoo it and blah blah blah, you know. I just rather go ahead and get it done when I feel like it. If that takes 3 weeks, then that's fine with me. And plus, I don't use a lot of heavy products in my hair either. I basically use just like hair oils. I barely even use shea butter. I basically just use hair oils, which isn't heavy product buildup and doesn't cause too much buildup for me. So, but I do notice that my scalp does get itchy around the 3rd week. So, to prevent from constantly digging in my hair, I need to go ahead and wash it at least in the 3rd week. I've never gone 4 weeks, not yet, but you never know. Sometimes you just get in the slums and you don't feel like doing it. But when I do my hair, I give it time. I show it tender love and care. Like this time when I wash my hair this weekend, I'm going to do a pre-poo with some olive oil and coconut oil. And then I want to shampoo with my Shea Moisture Retention Shampoo. And then I'm going to do a protein treatment, heavy protein treatment with egg. And then I want to do a moisturizing conditioner. And then braid it back up and see how long it takes before I feel like doing that again. Alright, so this is basically done. Whole section done. And that is the hair I lost. Trying to make sure, wait a little bit more right here. Oops. That's the hair I lost out of this section, finger combing. Now, had I ran a comb through this the very first time, this would have been tripled or quadrupled. Like I'm telling you, tripled or quadrupled. So that's pretty much how I do it. You apply the oil, smooth it, and smooth until you feel like you've smoothed it enough. Take each section and make subsections and just finger detangle. And after you finish that section, I'm going to take it and braid it right back up. Because I'm not actually shampooing today. Just trying to go ahead and get this one step out of the way since I feel like it today. So I'm going to do that. And then get this out the way, and then I'll shampoo the weekend. I'll do all those steps that I was explaining to you. I'll do that over the weekend. And get my hair all washed and everything. So now I'm just braiding back up. I am so ready for these summer months to come. So I can start wearing my hair out a little bit more and stuff like that. But don't get me wrong, I love the protective styles with the hats and things for the winter. Very, very convenient. So even during the summer, I think I'm still going to wear like the bonnets and stuff like that. You know, the crochet caps or whatever. And that is it. All finger detangled and braided back up. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Just wanted to show you how I do my finger detangling. Bye. Okay, so I'm all done with this side. It's been all detangled. Got the detangled, but all finger detangled. There's still some detangling to do, which I will do with the Y2 comb and my dimming brush when I wash it. And you know, I've noticed that my hair has thickened up a lot since I've been doing the finger combing. So I think I'm gonna stick with it. You know, it does require some time to be given, but I think I'm gonna stick with it. So, but that's all done. Finger combing, all done on this side. Just wanted to show you guys the finish. Okay. Oh, and this is the hair that I lost on this whole side. I've done this whole side, and this is all I lost. I'm going to try to hold on to the hair too when I detangle. That way you guys can see how much I lose after actually going through it with the comb and the Denman brush. And mind you, it's been 3 weeks since it's been touched with the comb or Denman or anything like that. But this is all I lost with the finger detangling on my whole right side. Okay?